Hi there, and welcome to another episode here on the FM Tactics Show. Yes, this is the show where you submit your tactics and we get a chance to use them with Gloucester City, and let's try and see how far we can go. Now, the objective of the show is not to review tactics, more or less to show you how I would use the tactics in a different way. So it's a good chance for us to try something different. For me, it's a chance to see what my team can do. For you, it's a chance to see what I know how many different ways can your tactic be used, or whether your tactic can could do with a bit of an adjustment here and there. Now we have received this tactic from Kyrrab. We used it so far, and we played against Brighton. We've taken Fulham out of the League Cup. But we had one singular issues with this system when we played it the first time. We couldn't get service out to our F9, or rather our striker. So we played against Brighton, who played a really good system. With they could put as many as four into midfield. They cramped this area and they basically shut us down here, and we just couldn't get service out. So this forced me into thinking about other ways I could use this tactic. Right. So here we are. We got a different version now. We got a 4-1-2-2-1, and my challenge right now is to try a different way of using the system. So we've got a few players here. We've got a roaming playmaker. We got DLP on support. We got inverted wing back. The problem right now is this player doesn't really tackle. Germano is not very good at tackling, so we're really gonna depend on Zuniga to do a lot of the work. So Zuniga, I'm gonna ask him to close down much more. So Zuniga has to do some heavy lifting. And in midfield, we got Gomez, Lopez, Costa, Alpa, Kucheka, Germano, Jackman, Hajek. So my tactics slightly different with a wingback on attack, two defenders, one inverted wingback, which is the same as yours. DRP on support. I'm going to remove this, and then I've got him on close down more, dribble less, shoot less often. Okay, and Germano, close down more risky passes. I'm going to remove that, let him make the decisions. We got shoot less off. I'm using opposition instructions for the tackle harder, so I'm going to leave that alone. This role up top, I'm going to change him to an F9. What's the difference between the two? This guy drops even deeper. So here we go. We're going to be playing against West Bromwich Albion, and I'm hoping that we can turn in a different kind of performance. The first time I used the tactic, I had a problem because it was one-dimensional in attacking. The original tactic really depends on me having a lot of acceleration pace on the flank area so that we can get away and score goals. We have this problem. We don't have a lot of those players. Elia Pipoli is injured, and I only got Pascal Costa. The rest on the left side of my flank, they're not very fast. So I've always found a good mix to have an element in your tactic that allows you to counter attack, that has players attacking space, and another part of your tactic that controls the pitch really well. It seems to be a very, very decent blend. So we are playing West Bromwich in our next game, and Zuniga is already injured. That's the worst piece of news I could have. So we'll have to play with Mafio in the side. This really is a disappointment because Zuniga is central to the way I play. But we're going to have to hope that Mafio can play as an inverted wing back too. Alright, this has gone pretty fast. I do apologize. Okay, so we'll pick this up now. That was really fast. I didn't even know what happened. Okay, so we have a free kick. Germano to take this. Puts it into the box, but Germano, he does well. He gets away. Plays the ball out to Costa. Costa looks at Zé Gomez. Zé Gomez gets us the early goal. All right, good boys. We've gotten off to a nice lead. Germano, our roaming playmaker here, working very well with the F9. Germano out to Costa. Costa drops in across to Zé Gomez. It just rose above everybody else and hits that home. Really fortuitous goal. Nothing brilliant about that. So it's with 11 minutes in, still, possession seems to be West Brom's in midfield. Zé Gomez comes back, lays it out for Lopez. Lopez to Alpa, Kucheka, Mafio with the ball, plays it out to Costa. Costa, what will he do? Crosses it, Zé Gomez. Costa again with another good cross. Campins to Munoz. This is read by our defense. They intercepted that ball. I know they did. 20 minutes in. Germano with the free kick. Into the wall it goes. Webster picks up the pieces. Back to Mafio. Mafio playing in place of Zuniga. He must be happy because Zuniga has been taking his spot. Mafio has been complaining, threatened to leave the club. Finally, Zuniga, the youngster, gets injured and he gets a chance to play. Long boot out, straight into the hands of Mafio. I mean, not the hands, the feet. Mafio to Germano. Germano back to Mafio. Mafio to Costa. Costa inside the box, takes a shot, Campins. Ooh, this is dangerous football. Okay. Corner taken by Germano. Germano lofts it up, keeper's own. Hajek to Jackman, back to Hajek, out wide to Mafio. Mafio has got Costa again, he'll play it out to Costa. Costa crosses it for Lopez, and Lopez should have made it too. Here we go, Germano with the free kick into the box, rising up, Alpa Kucheka, back to Costa, Costa out wide, no one gets back to Webster, Webster to Lopez, shoots, come on boys, parry this, put this game beyond doubt, you know this is FM, you don't score 5 goals, you might lose the game. Lopez, this is okay. As long as West Brom keep defending like this, we should have plenty of opportunities. Germano, yeah, Costa. Oh my goodness, another block from the defense. The defense is hanging on. Germano with another corner. It's been us in their half, and we are playing counter flexible. Hovland. Oh, they finally managed to get the ball out. Mitricic brings it forward. And Jackman has to chase back. Nickel to Mitricic to Zobi. Zobi out to Nickel. Nickel gets past one player, shoots, and he tries the glamorous, and he cannot beat our keeper with that place shot. Mafio to Zé Gomez. Zé Gomez on the flanks. Mafio crosses it first time. Zé Gomez, far post. It's not gonna be another goal. Lopez back to Hajek. Hajek will play back to Lopez. Lopez cuts inside. Lopez to Jackman. Jackman looks around for options. Germano is there to pick up the pieces. Nickel to Sobi. Sobi looks. He cannot get past Germano. Germano plays it out wide to Lopez. Lopez again inside the box. Crosses Zé Gomez. What has he done? That was a... feel like shooting that boy. Germano with a corner. Back to Lopez. Germano. Keeper puts it out for another corner. Lopez. Great corner taken. Goes away. Nickel has the ball. Mitricic comes off. If we do not win this game, I swear to God, this is going to be one annoying game to play. I'll be so mad. I'll be so mad if we don't win this game. All right. Germano with the free kick on to Costa. Costa, who's had a good game in place of Elia Pipoli. Webster makes it 2. Gloucester City are rampant. They are rampant, definitely. Counter flexible. We played with so our shouts are slightly different this time around. We're playing with a slightly higher defensive line and pass into space. Why am I playing with a slightly higher defensive line? We already got a DM, right? And we're playing flexible. So I'm expecting. Okay, if I was playing structured, I'll still play with a higher defensive line. If I was playing fluid, maybe not. But here we have a DM. So I'm guessing, well, we can afford to push the defensive line up and, squish the playable area for the AI as well, the opposition. So we're not exceedingly attack-minded, but we have done a pretty good job in terms of creating good goal-scoring opportunities for us. We haven't really dominated. We haven't really gone into this game and gone like 70% possession because we've allowed them to come at us as well. Sobi to Mitricic to Evangelista, Nickel. Oh, good work from Matthew. Corner to be taken by Sobi. Sobi puts it into the box and Hajek clears the danger. I'm only looking out for when I have to bring Collado on because if I find that they are coming down a certain flank a bit much, then I will take off the roaming playmaker or the other central midfielder and put on the one true Abel Collado. He's my ace in the hole. I'm waiting to, if I need to bring him on, I will. Nickel. Oh, does well, Butland. So I haven't decided which flank to put him on yet. Most likely it will be Alper Kuchika's flank. Alright, we're going to take Alper Kuchika off. He's not playing very well. And bring on the one true Abel Collado. Okay, Germano into the box. It's a penalty. The presence of Abel Collado has frozen the West Bromwich Albion defense, and they've given us a penalty in the 67th minute. You see what Abel Collado can do to a team. Here we go. This is Zé Gomez. Oh my lord, he's going to miss this. No, he does not. He scores. It's 3-0. Gloucester City 3, West Bromwich 0. And finally, this is it's a good scoreline for us. Ahead of our match against Basel in the Champions League. I might try something as well. Give some youngsters a chance to play. Kevin Jackman will come off and put on Marcio Agostinho. He's a 18-year-old tackling 12. Playing him as a DLP on support. I'm crazy. So this boy is supposed to be an inverted wingback as well. So we're going to concede a few goals now. Germano. Oh, Nickel to the cretin. I don't know. His surname is Cretin. So I saw cretin straight away. Or maybe it's croton. I don't know. In French. 84 minute. Yeah, okay, we're happy. 8.2, 8.8. The backline did wow. 8.2, 8.8. He had a lot of work to do. Jack Butler is 7.6. Yes, he had work to do as well. So as long as a goalkeeper gets a few shots to save, his ratings are going to look nice and dandy. Hajek. They're not going to look like Laureus Carrier's ratings from the match against Arsenal because he had nothing to do that day. Agostinho to Hajek. Agostinho to Germano to Lopez. Look at the Hajek going on the other flank. Doesn't need to. Costa just has to beat one fellow. Oh, Zé Gomez to Lopez makes it 4. This is football. What a goal. Swinging ball from one flank to the other flank. Switching play up. That was good to watch. Costa into the box of Zé Gomez. Zé Gomez has got 3 players on him. Decides to give it to Lopez. Lopez makes no mistake. It's 4-0. To Bentale to Hofland to Bakayoko. This is easy. Too easy for the defenders. Webster to Borthwick Jackson. Yes, Gloucester City 4, West Brom 0. It's a good performance. I'll run through this tactic very quickly. The boys have switched off. This is West Brom's passing. This time around, this was much better. We managed to feed. Look at the way Lopez was playing this game. Our passing combinations look very different with this tactic now. It's very unique. I don't have this kind of passing combinations with a lot of my tactics. That's like a different kind of passing combination where a lot of my play revolves around one player who happens to be my inside forward. This guy, he played a very big part. Now it was good for us because if you look at the passing combinations as well, you will notice how this time our F9 was in the game. too. But the guy was really triggering everything was our inside forward and support here. Pascal Costa had a good game out wide as well. But this time around, a lot better. Our DLP played 24 passing combinations. Even our central defenders were finding our inside forward on the left flank. So, pretty okay. So this is my version of the tactic. It's slightly different from yours. I mean, I didn't make many massive changes if you noticed. In terms of PPF, play instructions, so you can remove pass into space in some games. I use a F9 instead of a DLP. I use in my inside forward is on support instead of attack, and I actually asked this wing back to go on attack and have a DLP on support. You had a roaming player here. I put a roaming playmaker here, not far from the inverted wing back. It's very risky, but I figured that it wouldn't be that bad having one person here roaming and trying to link up play. As the passing combinations show, he had quite a game as well. Julian Germano, 43 passing combinations with quite a few players. He had passing combinations with the inside forward. He had passing combinations with Alper, only 10. This player maybe a definitely different player here. I don't think Alper Kucheka was suited to this. But the wingback on attack, he had a huge influence on this game. See how high up he comes up, and he created dangers, including the fourth goal, which was a sweet move from Hajek to Costa and then back to Zé Gomez for the goal. Now, in terms of play instructions, not many. If you notice, I don't use a lot in this one. Close out more on the inverted wingback, shoot less often because of the roaming playmaker. Shoot less often, dribble less, close out more. I could use a roaming playmaker here or central midfield on attack, but I prefer the roaming playmaker because you're a roam from position, and Germano is my player. His dribbling is only 12, was a bit dangerous for us, and he doesn't really tackle big danger. And I didn't I removed the tackle harder. The close down modes are still here. Then up top, all the tackle harders have been removed. In terms of opposition instructions, I'm still using these opposition instructions for my games. Now, the boys haven't done too badly. I hope that you found this this version slightly different and handy, and it might give you ideas as to what I was actually looking to do in the game. I wanted to create multiple kind of scoring patterns in my game. I wanted to give me more than just one option. I feel that here we had only one option in this game, so I had to turn things around. Having just these two as an option, I mean, it's great in LLM football that you have this some of the time, but what happens if you don't have a plan A? The plan A doesn't work. You need to go to a plan B, and this holding him back just didn't seem right, because with these two guys so far forward, there's nobody supporting these three, and they get isolated. So that's what we did. We had actually have him as a wing back on attack, and you notice how big a part this flank played a huge part in this game, and we did okay, and we're through. We continue our winning ways. Thank you for submitting in your tactic, Kyrrab. And if anybody else wants to submit their tactics in, I know I get a lot of questions. How can I send in my tactics? So it's very easy. Just upload it to SendSpace Dropbox. Drop a link down in the comments below. Give me any other information you need regarding the tactic, and I'll get back to you. I try to do as many tactics as I possibly can do, and we're gonna keep doing this until FM18 comes around the corner. So don't worry, we'll still be here. And I hope you enjoyed this show. If you have any questions, look me up on Twitter at Bustthenet or addicted2fm.com. That's my website. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for watching the show, and especially my patrons for continuing to support this channel. You make this kind of a show possible for the rest of the community. Everyone, take care. I'll catch up with you soon. Bye.